really interesting looking films that was supposed to come out, next week, was the Austin Butler, Tom Hardy film, The Bikeriders. Being a fan of Sons of Anarchy, I was instantly attracted to this because it kind of looks like a Sons of Anarchy show. And it was supposed to come out December 1st. Well, and I got to tell you guys, don't think I've ever seen something like this happen. This close to when a movie was supposed to come out, the film has, as of now, been pulled from the release schedule altogether. And the company behind it is shopping doesn't even want the movie anymore. And they're shopping it around. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety. The headlines: Austin Butler, Tom Hardy's The Bikeriders being shopped to rival studios after Disney takes the film off the calendar. Says this: The Bikeriders, a drama directed by Jeff Nichols, by the way, really good director, and starring Austin Butler, Jodie Comer, and Tom Hardy, is being shopped around town after Disney took the film off its slate. Disney and 20th Century were scheduled to open the film on December 1st, but its backer, New Regency, opted in October to remove the film from the release calendar during the actor strike. The Bikeriders cost $40 million and premiered at the Telluride Film Festival over Labor Day weekend. It had hoped to qualify for this year's Oscars, but that would require the Bikeriders to debut in theaters sometime before the end of 2023. It's now unlikely to land on the big screen this year, according to the New Hollywood newsletter, The Insider, of course, by Jeff Schneider, which first reported on New Regency's plan to shop the film. Okay, this is fascinating on several levels. Now, we had heard it was going to get bumped off the December 1st release date. That didn't surprise us at the time, because the actors were on strike. You got 3 major superstars in the movie in Austin Butler, Tom Hardy, Jodie Comer, and they wouldn't be available to go out and promote the film. So it made sense that they announced that they were going to bump it off its December 1st release date. But we assumed, because you know what they say about assuming, it makes an ass out of you and you. We had assumed that it would find a new home on the release schedule imminently, quickly, hopefully by the end of the year, so it can qualify for the Oscars. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Signing your life away to a big wireless provider is kind of like being trapped on a roller coaster from hell. Sure, it looks like fun at first. They probably even threw in a free phone, but now you can't get off. Month after month of insane bills and unexpected thrills, like overages and surprise fees. If that sounds like your current big wireless plan, it's time to get off the ride with Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are just $15 a month. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for just $15 a month. You guys know before I came to Mint Mobile, I was paying triple what I am paying now on the standard big wireless plan, and I will never go back. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped right to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Chris, and I'm sure it's happened, I can just not personally recall ever hearing a movie that was supposed to come out so soon literally being now shopped around because the studio and the distributor no longer want it. This close to it coming out.
Yeah.
Especially one that has awards aspirations, big names in it. This is I'm sure there's some juicy story that we don't know about.
Oh,
I'm sure there's some
absolutely.
huge behind the scenes drama that we don't and maybe never will know about, but I've never even heard of something like this. What do you think about this? And can you recall anything like this ever happening before?
Nothing comes to mind. I kept thinking about how, we have seen this uptick of things that studios have produced and completed and then saying, hey, I think we're going to not do this, and then shelving it or selling it, right? We've seen that a lot lately. Wiley versus Acme comes to mind. But those are things that didn't have a set date for release or anything like that. This is wild to me because also how do you go from Oscar buzz to, bless you, we do not want this?
Thank you.
I'm trying to figure out where we went from point A to point B here, because this is something that, by all accounts, just the cast, the material it's based on, the story itself, is Oscar fodder. This is award season fodder. So what went so wrong here that they need to dump this. I'm so interested. I want the tea on this.
Find out what's
It's
going
juicy. It's juicy.
on.
Something had
you
to happen.
probably had guys like Austin Butler, who of course just had a Best Actor nomination for playing Elvis, thinking he was getting ready to mount another campaign for another Oscar run, maybe even Tom Hardy for Best Supporting. And that's now apparently gone off the table. I just want to know, when am I going to be able to watch this movie?
Yeah.
Like, because I remember they showed us a preview for it at CinemaCon, and that's where I'm like, oh, that, because when they first talked about Austin Butler, Tom Hardy, the Bikeriders, I literally thought it was like a couple of grown-ass men in a neighborhood who decided to refurbish old bicycles from their youth and go on a bike ride.
Yeah.
It's called the Bikeriders, but instead it's more of a Sons of Anarchy kind of thing, I guess. So where's this going to land? Who's going to pick it up? When will it finally come out? I'm going to make a prediction.
Okay.
Bold prediction. I think Apple's going to pick it up.
Ooh.
Because I look at this, it feels a little bit like an Apple product already. It feels a little bit like an Apple project, a little bit to me. So I wonder if Apple might be the ones to step in and grab it.
Isn't it interesting how Apple now has an identity? I mean, like 5 years ago, I would not have had a tone or a specific type of thing that goes to Apple. And now it's, oh, yeah, that looks of their caliber.
I'll be honest with you. When they made when Tim Cook did that big announcement day where they rolled out Apple TV Plus and they announced all the shows they're going to be doing, I didn't think it was going to last a year.
Yeah.
I thought, this doesn't look good. This is the most boring presentation I've ever seen. Nobody's going to be excited about any of this stuff. And here they are. They're challenging for the number one quality output
Absolutely.
out of everybody else. And maybe that's where this is going to land. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.